My hat's off to Colorado School of Mines. Played a phenomenal game, great team. I was just pleased with our girls too. We battled, it just kind of went back and forth, and then the last couple minutes, our team stepped up. Just really proud of them. Well, we started off decent, and then we got into foul trouble, and that was the big key. Is we were putting them at the free throw line, and they got a lot of points in that first quarter from the free throw line. That's kind of and then that took us out of our rhythm, and so we just made an adjustment in the second quarter, and I thought the girls did a little bit better job, but it wasn't until the second half where we really cut down on our turnovers, and trying to keep them off the glass. I know they got a couple second opportunities, and then our defense really picked up in the second half.
So you hit
the curse.
The
The curse is broken, Patty. I was waiting to come talk to you.
I was like, she's got to hit this free throw.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
please go in. Yeah, I can kind of read it. Like, when they dip, I'm probably going to, whether it's a flop or not, yeah, sure, it's a flop. But you dip, I'm going, and I was pretty sure I could get the call.
Yeah, well, I had actually switched with Sophie, and we ended up both being on her, and my player was over here, so I was just in a good position to go get it. It bounced off at the right time, so much fun.
Huge. It was huge,
So
too.
much fun, yeah, and it gives us that extra energy that we need, and I think it helps us in the long run because we want to win for them because they're so good at coming and supporting us.
And at the free throw line. I think it was really helpful at the free throw line.
Yeah.
They're sitting
Yeah, we
there
had to hit those.
just on them, and, I think it helped for sure.
Yeah, like you said, emotion's huge. I think we play better when we show emotion, and I think we showed it tonight, and the crowd's a huge part of that.
Yeah, and Kelsey, hits another
Huge
another
three.
huge three.
Oh my gosh.
Changes the momentum.
All the ones she hit were huge.
Yeah.
It was like at points where our momentum wasn't necessarily in our favor. The momentum wasn't. And then when she hits those threes, it's like, that's huge. I just kept telling her, that's huge. Every time, I think her threes were the biggest plays because we're like, oh, my God, can't score. And then she comes out and hits a three. It's huge for us.
I thought the transition was critical. We felt like they were getting a little bit tired, and there were 3 or 4 times we got the rebound and just kind of took off, and we ended up getting a really good look at the basket, and I thought that was the difference in the second half because they did a phenomenal job just guarding in the half court.
Yeah, especially when I would see the person who is guarding me jump at Kelsey, and then I'm like, oh yeah, if I get a step on you, I'm gone. So I could read that pretty well too.
Yeah, that was the key in the game. They're the best offensive rebounding team in our league, and we knew that was going to be something that we had to do a really good job at. And in the first quarter, I thought they got the best of us, and then we kind of tightened up, and made sure that we, didn't let them get another opportunity. So I was really proud of the girls of just going and it was just will. They just would go and get the ball and again, you go to feed off the emotion and everything. It just seemed like we had a boost of energy in that second half. No, you just got to play. Late in that fourth quarter, she just has to play, and because if she gets a little soft with it, then she's going to go right at her and score. And so I thought KB did a phenomenal job on her. She's a really tough guard just because of her athleticism and the length that she has. They did, and Danny did a phenomenal job. She came in and hit that shot, and I talked to her a couple days ago and just be ready because she has that ability to make big shots. She did it earlier in the year for us.